hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And, well, we're just going around doing quests, playing people's new decks that we haven't played before.
Ah, it's you.
And this quest is ready again. Yep.
Always the soft-hearted one, aren't you? Well, I suppose I could use the company.
As long as I don't have to date you, I'm already dating 4 other girls. That's weird.
We finished up faster than I thought, thanks to you.
I wonder what happens if I play
Anyway,
as the
I
female
really must be
character.
going. I have a separate matter to attend to.
I can't imagine...
It's nothing that concerns you. And I don't want you following me to the station or anything like that either, understand?
Why would you tell me you're going to the station?
Have a nice day.
We're going to the station. Oh, it's gonna just take me there. So I wonder if we had the female character, would we be dating all the male characters? Would their quest completely change? I can't imagine that, given the voice acting and all that.
Excuse me, are you lost?
Oh, she's taking on her
keep the
masked
peace in this neighborhood. So if
personnel.
there's anything I can assist you with, just...
Kagura, we know it's you.
What are you doing here?
Nighttime stroll?
You came because you were worried about me? I believe I explicitly told you not to follow me. I never asked for your help.
Yeah, except if you didn't want us to follow you, you wouldn't have told us where you were going.
You probably think I'm a fool for continuing to wear this mask, but it's none of your business what I do in my personal time.
You're a fool for contradicting yourself.
Let me set the record straight for you. I never promised I wouldn't don the mask again, so the fact that I wear it now is not so unusual.
Yeah, I don't care about you wearing the
furthermore,
mask.
what I'm doing is for the good of the citizens of Nekome. Someone has to see to the happiness of the people. Cast your suspicions somewhere else.
Make me happy.
You see, I'm merely doing what I have to do, so you should run along and get back to your own life.
No! Please, you can't do this!
Careless boy.
Huh? What's going on?
Let's check it out.
Absolutely. Wait, no. I'll handle this. You stay put right here.
My phone! My precious phone! Give it back!
Really, are we still doing the phone snatching thing?
That might be the phone snatcher. Never mind, there's no time to waste. Come on!
I wonder how long these Kagura quests have been available and I just haven't come across them.
Give it back! Please!
Like, I wonder if this was going on with the whole...
What's going on here?
When Takuma was doing the phone
My
snatching
phone was
stuff.
taken! My poor phone!
This is the work of none other than the phone snatcher. Fear not, I'll retrieve it from...
It was the cat! It took my phone! My mom's gonna kill me.
The cat.
A cat?
It just, like, came out of nowhere and snatched the phone right out of my hands. Then it started running all over the place. Please, do something.
I'll challenge it to a game of Shadowverse.
Understood. I'll handle this in no time.
Why don't I murder it with the other cat that we wanted to murder from that other quest? Yeah, Kai's quest.
So you would mock me too. I hope you're enjoying yourself, cat.
You know, I generally am not a fan of cats, and I'm allergic to them anyways. Need a paw? I'm gonna say that.
Yes, please.
Smack it, punch it, stab it. Something.
You recovered the phone like it was nothing. Do all cats take a liking to you so readily?
Maybe they just know better.
Oh my gosh, thank you both so much. You really saved my bacon.
Glad to be of service.
That's your phone,
Please do
not
be
bacon.
careful on your way home. Now as for you, if I'm not mistaken, you're currently staying at the Academy dormitory, correct? How do you think the supervisor would react if he knew you were out past curfew like this?
He already gave me permission to be out past
Students should
curfew.
adhere to all school rules and regulations. That's just common sense. You'd better head home. It'll be tomorrow before you know it.
You need to sleep.
I don't need your concern. I know my limits quite well, I'll have you know.
Ah, there you are, Lady Kagura.
Kagura's butler, I was
Dangerous
expecting
to
like
be
an
out so
older,
late. Please do consider.
elderly, the stereotypical elderly butler.
You have the wrong person.
She made off like the wind.
Pardon me. Are you an acquaintance of Lady Kagura's?
Yeah, that's a good way
Excellent.
of phrasing
So
that.
you must be her clubmate then. Forgive me for not mentioning this earlier, but I'm employed by the Kirisame family. You may think of me as Lady Kagura's butler, if you wish. I'm sure you're already aware, but she has a rather, well, forthright nature. You'll have to excuse her. I'll take my leave then. Please.
Hey, that's my
do
phrase.
Keep an eye on Lady Kagura.
I'm gonna keep an eye on you for gimmick infringement. Oh, we got Kagura sleeves. And I have a new message. That's from Kagura. I'll be in the council office. Okay, so yeah. We have clearly missed out on doing her quests. Well then, let's keep doing them and catch up. Shall we? Which means if we're doing all these cutscenes with her friend quests, who knows if we're actually going to get to play Shadowverse today.
About the other night.
That cat should be
I'm
dead.
sorry you had to see me
Just
like
Pretend
that.
it is.
Nothing that concerns you. Or do you think me incapable of handling my own affairs?
Yes, that one.
Did you now? Then you should be well aware of my circumstances. I'd rather not delve into personal matters here. Tonight, at the park. We'll continue our discussion then.
Weren't you trying to lecture me about being out past curfew, even though I have permission from, what's-his-face that does the cooking? And now you're telling me to meet you out past curfew at night
Sorry to keep
in the
you
park.
waiting.
This better not be a date.
Do you remember what I told you before? About my family? We're involved in the development and production of Shadowverse.
Yep,
Supporting
but you're
the
not
game
allowed
from
to
the shadows.
play it either.
That's our duty, and I believe it to be a highly important responsibility.
Although, I bet your butler already knows that you play Shadowverse,
Everything
since
I do is to
he
achieve results worthy of the Kirisame name.
knows about
Whether
your
those results are
masked
in
character.
academics, athletics, or anything else.
Which means he probably also told your parents.
However,
Kagura, what's all this about you winning a Shadowverse tournament? Is it true?
yes,
Aha.
Father,
Why would you do something so foolish?
We only create the game. We're not allowed to play it.
Not only that, I've heard some troubling rumors lately. It seems you've been neglecting your duties as student council president in favor of a Shadowverse club of all things. Furthermore, you've been taking part in some kind of unsanctioned neighborhood night watch, was it? You won't change the world with such frivolity.
Okay, you have a horrible father.
Playing Shadowverse is all well and good, as is leading your fellow students. And I won't criticize you for wanting to help others.
Okay,
But
maybe
you
I
must
take that.
act in a way that is
That.
becoming of a Kirisame. Our duty is to support something much greater than ourselves, for far more people. So I don't want you wasting any more of your time on these pet projects. Understand me?
Okay, no, he's not that great.
I was just trying to...
My gosh, if my kids were like
My
going
father
around
isn't
and
an
helping
unreasonable
people,
person.
I'd be
He has a
praising them
strict
for
side,
that, not
yes,
like
but
telling
he
them
works
not
hard
to
every
do
day
it
to
or
make the
do
world a
something
better place.
better.
I respect him and his work, but I also can't betray my own convictions, which is why I don this mask and lead a second life.
Which apparently your father knows about anyways.
I think I've said too much. It's getting late. I should head home, and that applies to you as well.
Help! Please, somebody! Anybody!
Of course.
Someone's in trouble.
I bet they
I'll
need us to
answer the
play
call.
Shadowverse.
You, go home.
I can't ignore a cry for help.
Of course. I suppose I couldn't stop you even if I wanted to. Let's make haste. I have a bad feeling about this one.
I have a bad feeling we're not going to get to play Shadowverse.
Are you all right? What happened?
Is this the same careless boy?
Well, after I
Nope, it's
lost
a
at
phone thief
Shadowverse,
victim.
my phone was stolen.
Phone snatcher. Is Takuma Kibakura already back to his old tricks?
Okay, so apparently this quest takes place after that.
What am I gonna do?
So it must be one of the
Don't
other
worry,
phone
we'll get your
snatcher
phone back.
impersonators.
But it isn't safe here.
Wannabes.
Go home for now.
Whatever.
Okay. Thanks, you guys.
It doesn't say if you've already had your phone stolen, but they might come back and steal something
Here
else.
I thought Mr.
I don't know.
Kibakura had turned over a new leaf. I truly don't want to believe it was him, but I can't help but be suspicious all the same. It's undeniable he was involved in illicit activities. However, he did have his own code of conduct. I find it hard to believe he would go back to his old ways.
I find it hard to
We need
believe we
solve this
shouldn't
case as
punch him in the
efficiently and
face.
cleanly as possible, starting with...
Lady Kagura.
Let's just go punch Takuma in the face. I owe him that anyways.
Ah, and your companion too, of course. Please wait. Lady Kagura, you are a wise young lady. Surely you understand your father's wishes. Let us return home, now that you've had your fill of these games.
Whoa.
Oh?
Let's make a run for it.
Oh, please don't tell me I have to do the running minigame again.
Now this is new.
No,
I'm glad
we're not
you
dating.
Found yourself a loyal friend, Lady Kagura.
Okay, friend. We've upgraded from acquaintance to companion to friend.
I apologize for acting so
Just
recklessly
no
back
more
there.
upgrading.
But thank you for standing up for me. I'm not sure what possessed me to grab your hand, but running
No.
felt like the right decision at the time.
No, no, no,
Pointless
no,
endeavor now that I
no,
think
no,
about it.
no,
I'll have to
no,
go home
no.
eventually. Once again, I'm sorry.
We're not
After
dating.
we solve this case, I think it's about time I retire my mask for good.
Solve what
You can't
case?
run from fate. You just have to accept it. Right? Have a good night.
If only there was something I should do. Oh, hey, we got 5 classic packs. I have a new message. Please come to the council office. Yeah, we could have been doing these quests for quite some time now. Let's open these, since we got them, and see if we can get rare or one of the 2 mythics that we do not have yet. No, we have that one. Pretty sure we have 3 copies of that one. I know we have 3 copies of that crappy card. Alright, last chance. Nope. Okay. Alright, back to the student council room. Is this... Let's look at our friend quest character stories. Yeah, so Hero, Memori, Kai is done. Oh, Kazuki, we gotta finish his. We've got Alice, Kurabani. Luca's my friend. Okay. Kagura and Maro. Okay.
I still can't believe the phone snatcher is returned. We have to do something about this.
I recommend punching Takuma
Excellent. I
in
have
the
some
face.
tasks that need to be taken care of first, so meet me at the park tonight.
Okay, we'll have fun with your tasks. And by talk with him, you mean punch him in the face first.
What do you want? Phone snatcher's back. Yeah, I heard. Whoever it is, they're doing a real sloppy job with it. It's totally obvious where they're gonna pop up next. Tell you what,
How
I'll
is
let you
that
know when and where
obvious?
they plan on making their next move. The faster they get lost, the better.
Okay, well that's
Hey.
convenient.
Something's off about this, ain't it? This phony's supposed to be tough enough to make mincemeat out of some of the baddest dudes you ever met. Thing is, I've never even heard of him. So whoever this is, they gotta be using some kind of trick or something. Watch yourself out there.
I see. So that's what we're up against. Thank you for informing me. I'm surprised you would confront Takuma directly. You and I are certainly cut from different cloth. Shall we head to the place now? If we stake out for a few hours, the culprit may very well appear.
Oh, in the back alleys.
It's almost
Who
time.
would have
There's
suspected?
no sign of anyone yet. I'm sure someone will turn up soon.
Oh. Well, well. Fancy running into you here.
That's just random
That
people.
doesn't seem right. Let's go.
What are you gonna do about it?
Phone snatcher copy.
Plenty.
Oh, he
Step
is.
away from the girl.
They're both in it together. This is like the worst evil laugh.
What's the meaning of this?
Figured it out yet, Prez?
The phone snatcher isn't just one person. We're both in on the action.
I should have foreseen this.
We ain't the best at Shadowverse, see? So we decided to team up instead.
But Shadowverse is a one-on-one game.
You know
There
what they
haven't been
say,
any
right?
team duels.
2 heads are better than 1. We'll dominate any strategy with sheer numbers.
Such base trickery. We have to put a stop to their crimes.
It'd be
You handle
interesting
the
if we
girl.
had like 2-on-2 team battles.
Now this is more like it. I was starting to get bored of crushing these scrubs.
I bet you 2 have some killer phones too.
Shadowverse Showdown!
Hey, we get to play Shadowverse in this quest line finally. What deck? Oh yeah, I'm using Dragoncraft. Our natural neutralizer. Alright, we're taking on the Imitator. We go second, so we have more evolved
Good luck.
points. I mean, I like Ivory Dragon. There's other things I want in my opening hand. I'm not a second Draconic Fervor, though. Or we're gonna get 2... Oh, darn. I should have kept one of those. I definitely should have kept one of those Ivory Dragons. Because now we're just getting behind here. Okay, well, it came back to me. Alright, we just gotta stave off this aggression. Draconic Fervor will also regain us some health. I'm gonna need to use Breath at full power. So I need to draw something here. I should have attacked the bat. It doesn't matter when she does that.
Here I go.
Alright. Actually, we're just dead. Because I played Draconic Fervor. Yeah, we're really dead.
Time to evolve.
Guess I'm done for.
Shouldn't have gotten rid of the, Ivory Dragons for my opening
Guess
hand.
I'm done for.
So if I had those on turn 1, I think we would have been fine there. Instead, we were just always on the back foot. You know, I wonder if this game is programmed to always have certain... Oh gosh. Always have certain people going first. Like the same opponent. Like, anytime we play this person, we'll be going second. I don't know if that's really the case or not. This used to be the ward thing, which would be great. Let's just start ramping up. Vampiric Fortress. Alright, let's play the Emissary, see what we get. A Lucifer that now costs 7. Okay.
Isn't demonic armor lovely?
Oh, I hate just passing the turn. I don't really want to... I guess we'll do this. Not my favorite play. But she hasn't really done a whole lot yet this time.
Is that all you got?
My beauty, outclassed.
Yeah, that's the type of stuff I was worried about. I got nothing.
Let's defile the battlefield.
Oh, that's not good. Stop defiling the battlefield, please.
So intoxicating.
Okay, well, we gotta play this. Then bring out Lucifer. Oh, but that thing's a 5/8? That's so obnoxious. Can't just play Draconic Fervor, because I'm pretty sure we just lose doing that. Well, if I'm not going to be able to get... I have Bahamut in my hand.
Fighting is so cruel.
That was fun!
I'm only getting started.
I guess I have to evolve this.
Destroy our foes, down you go.
This would have been much better if these Shaquills were Ignis Dragons.
It's me, Venya. Time to evolve.
Oh, we're just
Guess I'm done for.
dead. Yeah, saw that coming.
Guess I'm done for.
We should be able to handle this deck. We're just not... We're getting horrible draws, too. Oh, okay, no. My theory about always being first or second against specific opponents is incorrect. Good to know. We're going to keep this. Because we have the Ivory Dragon, we have Dragon Oracle, we now have Bahamut. We have another Bahamut. Okay, so Lucifer is 7 points now. I'm gonna need that Salamander Breath on the whole field, I think. Yep, and that's gonna happen next turn, and then we've got Lucifer turn 7.
Isn't demonic armor lovely? Here I go.
Alright, so who does this? Then 2 to all enemy followers. I guess we take out her?
My beauty outclassed. Time to evolve.
Now this needs to stop. Once again, I'm drawing all my 10 drops. Alright, well, Lucifer doesn't do enough, and I'd have to evolve it. So, let's see what we draw off this. Double Blazing Breath also doesn't work.
Looks like I lost this thing.
Once again, just getting stuck with all our big stuff in hand,
Guess
and
I'm
not
done
enough
for.
of our interaction. Maybe that thing that's getting us a 5-point or higher card and making it 1 cheaper isn't worth it.
Ready when you are.
Good luck.
I mean, that card's okay, but it isn't ramp. But I do have her. I will keep it. Alright, I'm on the play. I got 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. I think we'll just get our followers out here first.
I can't keep relying on the dragon.
Now, if this thing could die before our next turn, that's not really going to happen, is it?
Mr. Dragon.
That's okay. I'm still just going to ramp up here. I'm going to say, if she'd killed that thing, we could have played the Draconic Fervor that turn, drawn some more cards.
Here I go. Oh, this is ecstasy.
Alright, I think this is just going to be Draconic Fervor turn. So next turn we'll have 9 points. Well, next turn could then be Draconic Fervor and Dragon Warrior plus Evolve. I kind of like that, so we're gonna blast that out here.
Ready?
Vampiric Fortress. Well, you're not gonna have stuff. Blazing Breath. Okay.
Blew you away!
Evolve!
Alright, this time I think we're in a good position. Because now we've got all this stuff coming.
Let's defile the battlefield.
No, stop defiling the battlefield.
War is so intoxicating.
Alright, this is the perfect spot to drop Lucifer and regain life. Well, I guess I can do this first. We're still at 20. Prince of Darkness, okay. So I guess I'm gonna bring out Bahamut. Because I like his animation of doing this.
Such pain.
Yeah, let's board wipe, and then we'll do Prince of Darkness. I like it.
Oh, they're sparkly.
Mini Soul Devil. Oh, that's mean. Because you know everything I'm doing isn't.
Despair, come to me.
And Blazing Breath. Yeah, that's how I feel right about now.
Let's defile the battlefield.
We shall meet again in the depths of hell.
Alright then. Well, the thing is, with Servant of Darkness, we usually draw 2 of them in a row. Oh, I guess it's fine.
I can't keep relying on you, Dragon.
No, because if that thing hits her,
Joy and
win.
grief bind me.
Sorry. I've got to take a break.
oh, that's neat too.
Fighting is so crude.
Alright, we win this turn. Finally.
Shine on all. I will be your judge.
It should not have been this difficult.
I'm only getting started.
Destroy our foes. Say down you go.
She's got quite the aggressive touch. Let's not screw this up again.
Finish it.
Wow, you're good.
There we go.
Good game.
You guys are good.
How'd we let them beat us?
Your success was built on a house of illicit cards. This is as far as it takes you. But I won't be taking any disciplinary action today. I suggest you head home before I change my mind.
Oh yeah, they're Tensei Academy students, because they're dressed like them.
Wait, you're letting us go?
Don't think for a moment there won't be any repercussions. I'm merely reserving my decision for after I hear what you have to say for yourselves. But this is hardly the place or the time. The sooner you head home, the better. The streets aren't safe at night.
Yeah.
I never suspected it was 2 people working in tandem. But thanks to you, we found them. Well,
How many times are we going to
now that's
redo
taken
these
care of, I
phone
suppose it's time to say
snatcher
goodbye to the masked
scenarios?
maestro.
Because we had
I've
the
run
other
from reality
fakes
long enough.
after
It's time
Takuma,
for me to face the
and now we've
facts.
got these fakes as
This is how it
well.
has to be.
And didn't we have another fake after that, too? Or before all that? You can stand up to your dad.
Easier said than done. You're asking for the impossible. Without the mask, I'm not as brave as I need to be. I'll
But
have
the
to
mask
accept my
doesn't
position
make
as a
people
child of the
brave.
Kirisame family.
It's what's
simply
on the
not my
inside
power
that
to change
counts.
that. Despite how I may try and hide it, I'm just weak. Do you think so? I suppose you have a point. There's something liberating about recognizing your own weakness. You know, I do actually feel a little better now. Thank you. I'll try talking to my father again. But this time I'll make sure he knows precisely how I feel.
Oh, good. Okay, so that's still not the final... We have a new trophy. And a new... We have a new trophy. Wait, was that her final? That wasn't her... No, it wasn't. But I don't think she has another... Alright, we'll just check real quick. Yeah, no, she doesn't have anything right now. Alright. Well, that got us caught up to her quests, and I think this deck does need Ignis Dragon, and it does not need those Dragon Inquiries. So those are going to come out. I'm going to put the Imprisoned Dragons back in. Because the deck was working fine with that stuff. And without the inquiries. Oh, and I wanted to put the... Still only have one of these. But yeah, that's such a good ability. I think I do like that better than the Shaquille. Although, I guess we have to go back to this deck and do that. Because then I probably don't need as many... I just got Orb Dragon in here. Yeah, I don't like this setup, though. I do like the Prince of Darkness. I mean, we could also just go with kind of Stormy Dragon. I don't like that idea. Takes out the polyphonic roars, which are good when our opponent can't deal with them. Alright, this will be the deck where we get Ignis Dragons over Shaquilles. We just need more Ignis Dragons. But for now, I'll take my leave.